So downloading Netscape is a relatively simple process. Just go to this website, click download now. Once you have it downloaded, you can open Netscape by typing it in this bar, or it might open automatically. Once you have opened Netscape and you try to go to a website, you will notice something a little odd. It'll say it can't connect to this site because it uses older protocols. So it turns out that Netscape was actually discontinued and replaced with Firefox in 2008 because of Microsoft, which we'll talk about later. But basically, the point is Netscape uses older verification forms. So modern day, today we use HTTPS, or we use what is it? We use different protocols to make sure that our websites are safe. But back then they had different methods of checking whether or not a website is safe. And Netscape is so old that it uses those older protocols, and it thinks this website is unsafe because it can't verify it. It just can't verify it. And not only that, but it also doesn't load websites correctly. If I were to go to AMD.com, it would load. It would just look very different. This is what it would look like, which is different than what it actually looks like on its real website. And let's test if it can load different languages. So right here I have some form of Chinese. It says Zhongwen over here, I think, which means Chinese in Chinese. So let's see. It can load other languages, so that's at least one good thing about it. And additionally, I want to explain why it looks different. And the reason is every browser actually reads a website's code differently. So, for example, Microsoft Edge reads it one way, Firefox does it one way, Google Chrome does it one way, but most modern day browsers will still have the same output. Each website will still look the same. But this website is so old that it uses older methods, and it produces a different output. So, Netscape is pretty bad, I gotta admit. But if you're someone who likes to look at ancient stuff, then I guess you can try out Netscape. And also, its UI is also really bad. If you want to open a new tab, you have to do File, New Tab, which is really bad. But this is the latest version of Netscape, which got released 12 years ago from 2020. But well, let's explain how it got bankrupt now. So, how it got bankrupt is mostly due to this man right here, Mr. Bill Gates. Now, Mr. Bill Gates was a very different person when he was young. He was more of a, I don't want to say this, but he wasn't as nice as he is today. These days, Bill Gates is known for doing lots of charity. However, he used to be a very, very straightforward businessman who even in his Windows product, he basically made it so whenever you downloaded Windows, it came with Internet Explorer built in it. So what happened was people downloaded Windows onto their computers, and they saw that it comes with Internet Explorer for free, no downloads, it just comes built in. So people were like, well, why should I use Netscape if I can already use Internet Explorer and not have to download anything? And because of that, Netscape decreased in its use. People stopped using Netscape, and Netscape actually filed a lawsuit against Bill Gates. And Bill Gates and Microsoft was actually considered a monopoly at this time. And actually, I guess nothing really changed with Windows. Windows still has tons of bloatware, but Bill Gates basically won, and Netscape had to discontinue its products and its new releases. So that was the death of Netscape. The death of Netscape happened by a man who gives lots of charity, which is kind of odd. But aside from what Bill Gates did when he was younger, he still is considered a man by many today. That's it for this video, guys. There was an ad actually that Bill Gates, sorry, not an ad, a video that was leaked from Microsoft. That it's a pretty funny video. It has like Bill Gates dancing with some Netscape guy, I think. I don't know, that might not be true, but if It's a funny video that has Bill Gates in it in 2008. That will be in the description below. Please check that video out. But that's it. Hope you guys liked this video.